Hello everyone and welcome to May week 1 cash stuffing. How are you all? I feel my throat is about to go because I've just filmed 3 videos back to back, so hopefully you should have quite a few videos to watch over. I say that if you're even keen on it. Sometimes people just like cash stuffing videos, sometimes people like the update close down videos, and some monthly close down videos, and some people like the debt videos. So yeah, I've done a separate, so I've done April close down, May budget. I've also done a separate debt video because I've got a bit of a debt update, so I'll go through that separately, but I mean I will touch base with it here. But yeah, how is all your weeks? What are you guys planning for the May bank holiday weekend? We were saying at work it's a bit like it's an additional bank holiday, isn't it? So like you have like the Easter, and then like the May one's a bit like, oh, we've got another day. Like, what are we gonna like? I've just not got any plans for it. I did have a florist appointment, and then that got cancelled, so I'm a bit twiddling my thumbs. I mean, I imagine we'll try and have a barbecue if the weather's nice, but it was so lush last week, and now I think it's gone a bit overcast, so we might revert back to a Sunday roast. But yeah, speaking of, I've got a bit sunburnt. I mean, it's come down a lot now, but I've definitely caught it on my arms. And we've got like a terrace at our work, like on the top of the roof, and I work in Birmingham. And I went to go up at lunch, and then it's then really difficult to get back to work when you're like, I just want to sit up here in the sun. So yeah, and then especially on Thursday I was a bit hungover because we had work drinks because we were just putting a bid, you know, on like a final proposal bid, and yeah, so I was not feeling well. I was like eating whatever I could see, and I was just like, I just need to lie out. And I was probably severely dehydrated as well. I was up on this roof like, I just don't want to go back to work. Anyway, let's get into the actual bit that you're here for, which is the cash stuffing. So let me get out this week. So week 1. Yep. And then I'm also going to get out this and explain why I've got it. So what have we got in week 1? Let's move this out of the way. Let's do a count up. So I have a £200 placeholder from a partner. I've got another £50 placeholder, which I'll explain when I get to. And then in terms of actual, I say cash, placeholder cash, I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 1000, no. I don't know, but I'm not recounting it. I hope you guys caught what it was. I don't put it in my main video. A few people do. I guess I should start, but honestly I can't remember what I end up cash stuffing. It's probably quite bad, but anyways, let's break these up into 20s, 10s and 5s. The reason I have so many 10s and 5s is I do the Wonderland challenge, and because I do it in the smaller binder, these placeholders only really fit the 10s and 5s nicely, so I've ended up doing a lot more 10s and 5s. Fab, let's get into it. So let's start with home. So this is where this new 50 comes into play. So for home this month I have budgeted £90. So each week I budget £10 to play the game. And then obviously depending on what the game is, I can either roll a 5 or a 10, and then yeah, that carries on. But I'm going to top up home with another 50, so I've got a separate £50 here. So currently in home we have the £25 gift voucher, then I have 20, 40, 5, 50 pounds in home, and then I'm adding this additional 50, so that's going to be £100. I'll do the tracker later, she says, after never doing the tracker. And so I budget £10 for this challenge, and then roll the dice. 6, 1 or 6, 2 or 4, or 3 or 5, so £6, so that's £5 going in this week. and that £5 can be reallocated elsewhere. So she says totally in her, she has 25, she being me, 50, 20, 40, 55. In terms of home payment, I do need to buy a green bin license, so that 50 might rapidly be removed anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to give that one a little bit of a bolster. Home maintenance. So potentially I could get the license out of this one. I think it's about £30. But yeah, our green bin wasn't picked up the other day, and I was like, "Urgh." You know, and you've just like, we had in the storm all our like hedge had bricked off the trellis on our neighbour's like garage that it's like attached to, so that was all over the place. So my mum came around and helped us chop it off, because generally with green thumb I'm like not the one. And she was like, she helped us like actually work out what was dead and what was real. And I was there with the drill, like re-drilling this trellis back in, and then my partner was there holding it up, and then anyway, like cleared it all away, put it in the green bin, put it out, and then it didn't get picked up, and you know when you're like, but it's so full right now. So yeah, definitely need to get that one ordered. So where was I? For home maintenance, we do rainbow roller races, so I budget £15 for this challenge. This is the money we have in there currently, so I'll count that in a minute. So let me roll the dice. Push this up the way a bit more. Ooh, the full 15, which is the light green, is going in this week. So I have 20, 30, 5, 40, £5 going into rainbow roller races. I'm just going to colour that one in. I wonder, what if it's weighted? But you know when you're like, there is a, you know, I reckon if you plot it, you could start standard deviation in this. Anyway, that's me going in full engineering geek mode. Well, holiday. So we're working on May. So this week, holiday is getting an extra 10. So I'm going to put this down as 10 and this one down as 5. So in total in holiday I'll have 210, 20, 35. So £235 in holiday. Excuse me, itchy nose. Debt, right, now debt is going to start getting weird. So, Tesco 2 is my priority debt, and this is where I usually have been paying off everything because it's my priority debt. However, because we're towards the end of Tesco 2, I'm eking out the amount of money I'm putting into right up to the goal end date, and then any extra of that I'm then putting towards my Tesco Blue, which is my next priority, which is this one here. So in terms of what it's going to get this week, debt is getting £40 this week, £30 is going on Tesco, and £10 is going on Virgin Blue. So £40 going into debt this week, £30 going into Tesco, and £10 going into Virgin Blue. It's not much, but it's just gradually starting to pay this one off as this one is rapidly going down. But I think I'm still going to have this one for 3 months, so you can see it's going to start really eking that out. Yeah, and that's it, because we've got no other direct debits coming out this week. So that is £40 going into debt. Working on here. Brill. Emergency fund is also going to be a bit anomaly this week. So currently in emergency fund we have 50, 70, 85, £90 in extra over, and this week I'm going to stuff an additional placeholder of £120. So this is because I got additional expenses through, but I'd already paid them off previously, so I thought, where am I going to put this additional money? Also, I've got rid of my Virgin Atlantic card, so any money I did have in that sinking fund I'm essentially transferring over to this to my emergency fund, which is in the Monzo account. So £120 is basically directly from the Virgin Atlantic is going into emergency fund. Then in terms of what I'm actually stuffing today, I'm going to get my emergency fund dice, which is a 4-sided dice. So I budget £20 to go into emergency fund, and it's going to get, I mean it's rubbed off, but it's going to get the full 20. Which is good, so that can go in. I might need to condense that later. And then 20, so the nice pink. And then I'm going to just put a little note of plus. Brown, so that's emergency fund done. So yeah, cancelled that Virgin Atlantic. We weren't going to go to America anytime soon, and we just didn't need the additional the benefits you get from the year. We weren't taking advantage of, so we're like, let's just save that £160 a year. Health, where are we up to on health? So health is currently at 120, 30, £40, and health is going to get £10 this week. So we're now at £150 for health. So this covers things like dental appointments, and for me specifically it's going to cover things like glasses. And once that's up £200, it's just going to stay there just for when I need it. So it's almost like a mini emergency fund just for health. Brill. Odds and evens. So for this I budget £10. Roll the dice, she says. Not knowing where the dice is. 2. So roll an even number, so £10 is going in, which it is. And then roll the 4-sided dice. 2, and that's going to go into emergency fund. So this gets unstuffed at the end of the year, and it will go into these categories. So I'm just going to get the emergency fund envelope out, and I don't count this, I just leave it in, and it's a nice little treat for the end of the year. And I can just top up the various funds I have. Right, Christmas. Where are we up to with Christmas? So Christmas has 320, 40, £60 in. And Christmas this week is going to get another 20. So that's 320, 40, 60, 80, £380 in Christmas. Which is good, because that's where we're at to beginning of May. So definitely on track for Christmas. Electronics. Also, do you like the background? I thought, oh, because it's all star themed, that was quite a nice background card to have. So let's get out the tracker, she says. Getting it jammed. The Mernis. Oh, wrong tracker. That one. So we are working on this tracker from Essex Cash Stuffing, and I currently have 20, 40, £50 in electronics, and this week it's going to get 20. So I'm going to do, oh, I've already done purple. Let's do dark green. I would have done it one colour, but my niece, bless her, wanted different, which is fine. But it does mean I now need to decide what to do when. Whereas at least with one colour you just know, don't you, what you're doing. And then I'm just double checking. Yeah, so that's, what did I say, £20 going in. Yeah, which I've already put in. And then I'm also going to stuff this extra £5 we've got. So I'm going to do a little one as well. Perfect. I'm just double checking what I'm doing next. So then savings tracker. So James, my partner, he puts in £400 a month, so he puts £200 in the first week and £200 in the third week. So this £200 is going in here. So we currently have £2,000, £3,000, £4,000, £200 put towards wedding. And because we're starting a new one, it's dark blue. Perfect, and that is it for this tracker. Okay, I was having a meltdown because I was like, why have I got an extra £20? Realised I have not done birthday. So move this tracker out of the way. And let's go to birthday. So we are working on, so we've done general birthdays and events. I'm now working on my sister again because I removed her money to put towards my grand's gift, or I think it was my mum's gift actually. So I had fully funded her, but I need to rework on it again. So £50 I need to put in by June. So this week she is getting £20. Cross that off her tracker. Well, and that is birthdays done. And then last but not least is the Wonderland Savings Challenge. So all this money is going towards wedding, but I just thought I'd do it using the lovely Savings Challenge by Rainbow Budgets. So I'm just going to pull this one out because it's my tracker. I've still not got round, guys, to actually adjusting it to the order I do it in. So I usually start off by doing I'm late for a very important date. So in this one, I have £75 saved. I roll the 12-sided dice. Ooh, so that's 12 and 8. So big hand on 12, little hand on 8. So that's £20. That's going to go into I'm late. So that'll be £95 in total. So yeah, this one saves quite a lot, and you actually have to be quite careful on the roll. Just add that one in. Plus 20. Let's go on to, they usually go down the rabbit hole, don't I? Down the rabbit hole. So we are here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not sure if you can see, that's £8. So again, I just roll up. So I'll be stuffing £10 into this one. when I start doing this challenge, I have to find pens everywhere, dice everywhere. Just goes a bit chaotic. Down the rabbit hole. So down the rabbit hole we had 35 and I'm putting in another 10, so that's now at £45. Then let's go on to Mad Hatter Peel and Pear. I'm so bad at peeling. Let's do this one. I'm going to do the 2 blues. I might need to put a new sticker on this one because it's... Oh no, I've got it. That is not a match. So I'm going to put that one back. And if it's not a match, I stuff £10 into this one. So had 30, added 10, so that's £40 into that one. I'll just skip over this one for the minute. Queen of Hearts. So I roll a dice on this one, 2. So I'll be stuffing £5 into this one. And it is a dark purple. Yeah, sorry, I probably can't see it all that clearly. But I think I said this one's going to be 10. This one's 5. So Queen of Rainbow Hearts had 55 and I'm putting another 5 in, so that'll be £60 into that one. You know what, I'm going to give this one one more roll. 1, so another 5 going in. As well. So that is £65 into that challenge, which is really good. Cool. Rainbow Tea Party. So in Rainbow Tea Party we have 60 and I'm going to do a teapot and 2 teacups, I think. So 1 teapot and 2 teacups. So stuffing £20 into this one. So we're at 60, putting another 20, so that's £80 in this one, which is really good. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Get the coin for this one. Honestly, it just loves... I don't know if it's the way I do it, but it loves a red dungaree. Literally had it for the past 4 months. Red save £10. So Tweedledee and Tweedledum is £10. So we are now at £45 in Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Where are we going next? Where are we going next? Flamingo Croquet. Scratch off the top one. Here's a little hedgehog. Just realised I've not fully scratched off this little one. So a hedgehog is £5 going in this one. Oh, he's so cute. So I had £30 and now that's at £35. Eat Me, Drink Me is gonna get done next. Now, should I try and flip this one? I'm just gonna shake it and eat. I said that so aggressively. Eat. Eat, save £10. So Eat Me, Drink Me did have £40, putting in another £10, so that is £50 in that one. Then that just leaves Painting the Roses Red and Cheshire Cat. So we have £15. So let's do Cheshire Cat, which is I think £5 a tooth. Yep. Done all the little ones, so we can move on to do a bigger one. So Cheshire Cat did have £25, it's now got £30. And then Painting the Roses Red is going to get 10. So £10 going in that one. And I'm going to colour in a big rose for £10. Perfect. Just top that up. Brown. Well, I'm just going to tidy this up and top that up and let you know where we're up to with it. Cool, that's all been totted up and I've used a slightly thinner pen on this one. So in total we have £515 in this challenge, which is really good. So I think I might be able to get it up to 1,000 and then I can just put like a placeholder like straight in the other one, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, anyway, that is the end of this week's cash stuffing. I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, I hope you have a fabulous week. I hope you have a fabulous half-term Maybank holiday, and I hope the weather is kind to you because I know it's getting a dip and it's going to be a bit rank. But anyway, hope you have a lovely week and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Bye.